yeah, mute your tab. Oh, YouTube's playing there. Checking mine. Testing.
How's
okay,
that?
We're good.
For you. Yeah.
Super professional. Hey, it was better than I did with Legend Series last Monday, honestly.
Ooh, I got the Cicadan show going on here. Yeah, brother. I got you for 45 minutes. Yeah.
Everyone, for this special edition of Rumble and Ranting, I have resurrected Macho Man Randy Savage. Music might be a tad loud, Mr.
Well, you don't like graduation music? You never graduated?
I do.
Maybe you never graduated. I don't know. Triggering you?
I'm worried about. Well, Stacey will let us know. Stacey Hatch, Stacey will let us know if that was too loud or not.
All right,
Alpha Red Fitness. I'm out.
We're good now, right?
Oh, what? What's the time on that?
You wanted more? Shit.
Golly. Blake on.
They're sick of it.
Oh, for those of you who weren't part of Frankie's birthday stream, let me just inform you that you missed an amazing time on stream. I hope it's taken down. He really should. There's probably some liable shit out there.
I mean, we had this, what was it, Jerk stream before, and then during the day, which was fucking hilarious with Gaines, and then we had Frankie, like the
Saturday about broke me. So Gaines with the infamous sniffy peanut butter. Holy, I was hurting. Now for me, Mikey's different. Mikey's still the Halloween show that him, Chad, and Scuba and I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's second for me. What that pushed it for me this weekend was that was some of the funniest shit. I could not breathe. It was so goddamn funny.
Who did the illustration the day after that had Gaines with his hand in the peanut butter? And did you see that the next day?
Yes, I don't know who did that. That looks like some AI stuff.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right at the show, I couldn't wait to set up my little studio and make my little short and take that sound clip. I had 45 minutes of sniffy peanut butter conversation that I had to get down to 45 seconds. Because it was there was so much. Oh, you're pointing. Oh, look at that.
Get that shit in the
little Marvel Capcom action going on over there. God, I sucked at that, but it was a lot of fun.
Marvel Capcom there. Ooh.
So yes. Yeah, Sammy said that Saturday, sniff that like button.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, as I was trying to edit the video for that little short, I just kept laughing over and over again because I'm taking clips out and I'm trying to figure out. So I'm having to listen to it over and over again. And it was still funny. I still laughed.
Samuel Edwards, he's a sniper. He's like this. You think about him as this quiet, nice, reserved guy, and then he comes in with some zingers, man. Love it. Yeah,
just gold. He just comes in firing gold-plated bullets.
Shots like sniper. You didn't even see him coming.
Oh, is there Frankie in here? There's Frankie. Yeah, man, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on his birthday stream if it's still up. If he's not in prison over that stream.
Hey, yo, Frankie!
So fucking good, man.
Links
and then also check out his Rat King video as well, because that's good.
I need to watch that because I started watching it and it was I couldn't get past him throwing the fucking package 12 times in a row off the desk. That was good.
Everything was good. So guys, we're going to sit there. Oh, replay. Thanks, Tristan. Yep. Shout out to Replay Squad. I will tell you that right now. We're going to have a lot of fun. And yeah, we have got 45 minutes. You guys have questions for us? Shoot. Let us know. Blake might answer as Macho Man. We'll see what happens. I'll do my best to catch those things. Because tonight we're doing a little Fitness and Figures crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Doing Basically, how to start off. How would you say this? Starting out, working out.
So after that stream, we were just throwing out stuff. Like we was just like just throwing stuff out.
Just a shotgun. Just
and then afterwards, I was thinking like, well, if somebody watched this replay, how would they know if they were serious about doing all these things? How the hell would they know how to start this? And so I kind of went back in history and to what I did and the mistakes I did. And then I came to you and I said, hey, if I'm going to be on the show again, what if I did like a blueprint of like step by step, all the things that I sort of like, so they don't fuck up and like rebound and like try to get off of sugar and then binge like 4 pints of ice cream like I did in one night.
Do dirty bulking, right? Well, let's do this. Let's do this here. Laser pants, ball lock eye, Tarpley on the show.
It's like there's internet beef now about this whole Balake thing and with Ninja. And is it Balake or is it Balake?
Balalakai? I don't know what he was going with. Ninja was like hurting me. I was like, what? What are you going with?
Because the whole Harry Potter thing. He loves that.
Well, and speaking of beef, I mean, LP is kind of hurt that he's asked you to be on his show, and apparently timetables don't work out, but it has worked out for you and me. I mean, it's twice. I mean, it's kind of a regular thing now.
Yeah, you're just cool.
And then Jerk was saying he needs to have you on too. You might be on Jerk before you make it on 3POA.
Get in line, Laser Pants. Yeah, get in line, brother.
Shout out to late, but I brought that up for another reason. I will say this disclaimer, everyone. Blake and I are not fucking doctors. I don't have anything in dietary, nothing, no fitness, no blah, blah, blah. Okay. Go see a doctor, go see a dietitian, go see a personal trainer, all that shit, or use the fucking internet like we did.
Yeah, this is years of research and Laser Pants, by the way. I was away 3 weeks ago in Portland. I would have been on the show, but I was like, I'm traveling.
In Portland, you could have like visited him. Oh, wow. It's even worse.
I know I would have had to go up. I was only there for like 3 days. I would have to go up all the way up to Seattle. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody.
Not lately.
One person. There's only 2 people that live over there, and that's, hey, yo, Frankie. Laser Pants. And Laser Pants. And I think they live on the same street, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't care if we are. We can just say they live on the same street. We can say they live on Sesame Street.
That's right.
Or maybe they live on Electric Avenue because I like rocking on down to it. Oh, dude, I was looking for that. I didn't find it.
You know
but
what?
hey, listen, our timetable's going here. So now we'll bring it back on track. 6:10. Okay. Because after this is Mega Powers. Boom. Yojo Jerk. It's going to be Gaines. Yojo Jerk. It's going to be Elite Legend, who I have not streamed with. So I'm excited about streaming with Elite Legend. He's got some savage shit. Frankie lives here. Dude, just go down, like yell at your house. Are you back in town or not? He was playing like drunken Mario Kart, I want to say, is what he was sharing pictures of to Ninja.
All right. I got props. Besides the count, I've got this. Get yourself a bottle of stevia drops.
Yeah. Well, here, let me add this to the stage over here. Let's start from the top, man. So Blake is saying, buy a bottle of stevia. It tastes different slightly, but it's worth your health. Use it for anything at home that you would add sugar to. Take it from there.
Drops to your coffee. So there's a lot of keto products in the store right now that are no sugar.
But now I'll stop you throughout this. I'll do some Joe Rogan bullshit. Okay. Keto.
So the erythritol is in everything. It's another fake sugar.
Explain keto. A lot of people don't know what you're saying when you say keto. We do. I do. But
keto is basically what happens when you stop eating. Your body stops using carbs and sugar for energy, and you start using something in your brain called ketones.
Yep.
And so when your
body goes into ketosis,
it takes like maybe 3 weeks or a month. You stop the carbs, or you do like less than 50 grams a day, and you stop the sugar. You purge that stuff, and then talked to some long marathon runners who are like, no, I got to have carbs. How else am I going to get my energy? And I said, well, you don't actually need a single carb to live. You don't. What happened? What did they do before they made bread?
Yeah.
And ate carb? They were eating very little vegetation, very little fruit, and mostly meat. And there's people that are on these carnivore diets now, and they're eating just meat, salt, and eggs.
Which I will say this real quick. Diets are try anything is what I'm going to say. And everybody's microbiome, your gut is different. Some people respond well to that shit. Some people can be vegan. I can't. I've seen people respond. I think it's a smaller number, but I'm saying carnivore, keto, what else is out? The caveman diet, like some fruits and berries and stuff. Find something that works for you. Because there's not one diet that works for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
like the carnivore, like you're saying, I tried it. I did not respond well to it.
Well, you know who seems to respond well to carnivore is people that have real ailments, like
autoimmune disorders,
and inflammation and those kinds of things. But I did a bunch of diets. I was juicing once 8 times a day. I did the military diet because I just wanted to lose 5 to 10 pounds. That's just my story, and I couldn't do it through cardio. So I just kind of lowered my carbs and got off sugar. But it's hard to do. Like you're going to make some mistakes. So
yes, you are.
If keto products will all have erythritol in it, which is this sugar substitute that was supposedly good, but about a year ago, they came out and said it was linked to stroke and heart attack. And I think that's mostly if you have if you're prone to those things. But
again, even some more studies come out on that. But I would say this. I'm going to say this right now, as far as like timeline, because again, everything changes, right? We've seen this through you and me before the internet, just word of mouth. Do this. This is the way you do it. And then you learn, oh shit, don't do this. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the studies to come out that says you can't eat stevia anymore. So
right now I would say I agree with Blake. Stevia, I think that's the safest bet. Monk fruit is the other one.
Yep.
But I prefer stevia myself over that.
But if you think that honey and maple syrup and those kinds of things and agave, those will spike your insulin. I believe those still will.
Let me just say this right now. Jesse, thanks, man. I appreciate that. When I had a stroke, by the way, and I wasn't doing erythritol, when I had a stroke, one of the nurses kept asking my wife, he asked me, hey, are you on any drugs? I'm like, no, not. And then they kept pressuring my wife, and she's like, I think he was trying to figure out if you were on steroids. I'm like, oh.
She's like, you want his stack? Here's his stack.
Well, that's nice.
In his ass every day.
I wish he would have asked me just outright.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway. But yeah, stevia, sugar it's inflammatory. It will F you up. And an American diet puts sugar in everything.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, milk, bread,
mm-hmm.
everything.
Yeah. And it's very addictive. Like it's really, really addictive. And when you come off of it, it's so hard to come off of it. But when you do,
you're 100% correct.
You're like a different person. And you're like, it's like if you went to a party, okay, so now I can go out to dinner with people and they all get dessert. And I'm like, no, I'm good. But I'm not over here going, oh man, I really wish I could have some of that dessert. Yeah, but I'm not going to do it. No, it's not like that. It's like if you went to a party and you didn't do drugs and everybody was doing Coke, and they were all like, don't you want Coke? Look, we're all doing Coke. Don't you want it? You'd just be like, no, thanks. I'm good. So,
I will agree with that. I mean, and to even go beyond this, talking about big sugar, I'm not joking. There's an industry. It's just like Vegas. Vegas designs their casinos to keep you in there. Okay. Right. Mm-hmm. Food is the same way. The Coke is one. I mean, locally, they have testing facilities at their cafeterias. They want food to be addictive. That's how they design it. They want you to want more of these. They don't want you to feel sated. They want you to feel sated just for a little while, and then you're hungry. It's a product that is designed to be delicious and therefore addictive.
And then you get sick later on, and that's when the pharmaceutical companies come in and want to treat you for long-term stuff.
Allegedly, but yes,
allegedly
in Minecraft. But I agree.
So yeah, the first thing you want to do to really make a significant change in your body composition, get off sugar.
And let's stay on sugar just for a little while. Let's talk about like this shit. I think personally is the devil. Okay.
What is that?
This is my wife's Diet Coke. I just brought that as an example. Soda is a bitch. Kirby and I were talking. He's like, man, I'm addicted to soda. Yeah, I'm addicted to Mountain Dew specifically.
Well,
I get it. I was drinking Mountain Dew like 6 to 8.
That's the worst. Yeah, that stuff. And the diet stuff is even worse.
You on the bullet point? Oh yeah.
Oh, we can go one at a time, you know. Yeah. So now you would start doing this no sugar thing and but substituting sugar. And then you want to start intermittent fasting. So you're basically going to skip breakfast, just have your coffee and just eat your lunch and dinner. Yeah. Coffee is great for energy in the morning. You get used to that.
But you want to make sure you're not doing something like what is that one? Like Black Death coffee or something. Where you have to look at the ingredients. If you guys are getting coffee, if you start putting creamers and stuff, you're going to break your insulin, or you're going to cause an insulin response.
Right. And so you won't be fasting still. What you want to be fasting up until your first meal, which is lunch. And so, yeah, you want to just have coffee or tea or water in the morning and with some stevia drops, maybe. Yeah.
We're going to skip around a little bit here. Frankie's asking what we recommend for diabetic fools like himself that want to start eating right, but have
got to man up, Frankie.
For sweets.
You just got to stop. But here's we can taper you, because later in this chart here, I'm recommending that once a week you have a cheat meal, not a cheat day. A lot of in the bodybuilding world, you'll hear about this cheat day thing, which is it fucks up your progress. Just have a cheat meal. So the first like 3 months, no sugar all week, and then have your cheat meal, eat whatever you want and have some dessert, but then go back to being strict during the whole week, and something to look forward to. So
yeah, like this right here, alcohol. That's one of my vices, and I've been going a month in between when I'm drinking. And yes, full of sugar.
In your life, I think always have something good, something to look forward to. A movie that you really want to see, like Laserpants really wants to see Fantastic Four and Superman this summer, so he has something like that to look forward to. Going to a concert, seeing a friend, going on a vacation. Those things keep you excited about life in general. Do the same thing with this cheat meal. Like, I can eat sugar, I can eat ice cream every single day, but then after like the third day, you're like, well, you're not. It's sort of a useless thing where you're just like, it doesn't give you joy. It doesn't, there's nothing to it. Yeah. There's no challenge there. So the once a week thing, it's like what you were good for 6 days and now reward yourself. So rewarding yourself, that whole mindset, I think, is really good to do.
And here's a mindset for you. I figured you'd like Thomas Ghost Nostalgic's avatar. Right. His avatar is, pretty good.
And no carb load day.
No, that's right. Minjoza, he was asking about a cheap protein choice. I've got Supplement World, I think, is a national franchise. I've got a local one, a Supplement Giant, that I go to, because everyone's got their different brands and whatnot. But no matter what you do, you end up being a scientist, I would say, with all your foods. You start looking at this. You start reading ingredients. Mm-hmm. What do they got in there? What carbs, sugars? What do they have in this?
If you don't know what it is, put it back. Just do it. It's not worth it. There's so many chemicals in American food. Like if you go to Europe, none of those chemicals are in the same exact brands.
Exactly. Everyone losing their minds about a certain politician removing yellow dyes and whatnot. Get fucked. Okay. I'm telling you right now, man. Why do we care? If that food coloring is causing, Minecraft cancer, why are we using it? because it's an aesthetic. That's literally what they're doing. That's an aesthetic. They want the cereals to pop and whatnot. Remove that shit. And yes, Europe, shout out. They're ahead of us as far as that goes, man. They don't put sugar and dyes and all that crap and everything.
And something to say about when you start the intermittent fasting, the first 3 to 4 days sucks. That breakfast that you're skipping, you're
man, I'm gonna say a month. I wouldn't even say that. I'd say a month for me. It depends on your age too.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest a taper is what I would do.
For sure.
I'd slowly drop your carbs down.
I feel like that's hard to do just because how do you track that? So the whole thing about
tracking, that's a good question, because losing it, I use a calorie counter which tracks macros. That's what I did. So I knew how my carbs were getting tracked down.
I say suck it up.
Some people's like smoking. People who smoke are like, I go cold turkey. Some people, wean themselves off.
The hunger pangs, nothing's going to happen to you. You're not going to die. It's just a little bit uncomfortable. But after about like I said, maybe three days or a week, your body gets used to every time you make a diet change, and then you're good with it. Like, I think drinking the coffee, like two cups of coffee in the morning, you're putting something in your stomach, you're filling it up. They should abate. The hunger pangs should abate.
I mean, I'd even go training wheels even before all this. It's real easy if you're like, well, this is kind of daunting. Portion control. If you're going fast food, that's terrible for you, but don't supersize it. And then don't get a pop. Go home and get a water instead, right? And then eventually don't get fries.
Yeah, you make small changes, yes.
Just make small changes. If this is too daunting for you, it's portion control, and then start doing this.
Or you'll crash out.
Yeah, it's long term. This is not, when I say diet, I hate that word, but it's appropriate. It's almost like Chadwick's community.
Lifestyle.
It is. You have to literally change your fucking lifestyle, man. You have to. Diets don't work for a reason, okay? You have to change your mindset. It's a lifestyle.
And you're doing yourself, this is one of the most important things you can do in your life. Like, seriously, like you wouldn't go to the local gas station with your Lamborghini and start putting crap oil in it and other stuff in it. Like, you hear this all the time. Treat your body like a temple. Like, do you want to get sick when you're our age, when we're 52? No.
Or be a diabetic, right? I mean, diabetes, I've seen a lot of different diabetes get fixed, including my stepdad, because he changed his fucking diet, man. When he went in the hospital, I was sitting there visiting him, and they brought him a cherry pie. I'm like, holy shit, are you trying to kill my dad? And he's like, it's fine. I'm like, what about your insulin shot? He's like, I haven't needed it, because you'd been in this, it was a long-term care facility for like 2-3 months. Well, guess what? His diet changed.
And they feed you like crap in hospitals. It's really strange especially if you're diabetic and you're in there for bad symptoms.
This was a little bit different. There's a long-term care facility,
give you like juice and cookies and snacks, and they do this at old folks' homes when a lot of people have dementia, and they're saying that dementia is type 3 diabetes. If there's some doctors that will say, if I had a loved one that had dementia, I would get them off sugar immediately.
Yes, there's a lot of linking to this. And again, guys,
Tony in the building. Yeah.
You better turn it on for Tony here. Yeah.
Right.
Tony, watch the intro, Tony. Definitely watch the intro. Shout out to Legend Series and Legend Series.
Did you watch your match? Did you watch your match?
Yes, I have had all kinds of time to watch everything.
You got smoked.
Huh.
By your homie too.
I know. Well, I mean, he just kicked me off his show too. I mean, I know this was wrestling, but art imitates life, imitates art. I don't know. But the biggest thing I would stress during all of this shit is, man, sugar is bad.
Yes.
Do that shit. I think someone was just talking about that on, they were doing some portion control initially. Whatever you need to do to get to this point. And I have a lot of people that get discouraged right off the bat where, yeah, actually, this is kind of nice too. When you do intermittent fasting, I'm lazy. It's really nice not having to eat all the time or worrying about eating. I do like a 16-8 on my intermittent fasting. I can go longer than that.
Do you
now? I'll say this. Go ahead.
Do you work out when you're fasted? Because supposedly your testosterone levels are higher when you're in a fasted state.
Yeah, I eat after. Now, I've done both, but typically I'll eat after. And I'll say this. When I'm doing a fast, if I start getting to the point where my body, I start, getting dizzy, I start showing signs like I need to get some fucking calories, I'll break a fast. I'll listen to my body. My biggest thing is listen to your body, man. If you need to get some goddamn calories in you, to get it. If you start getting irritated and you can't think straight, you're like, what's going on? I know my body's like, you need to eat something real quick. Yeah. I'll have a fucking protein bar or some shit loaded with fucking sugar and calories.
And I got you on sodas. So, have lunch, then dinner, no more food after 7:30. That's another big thing is like, don't eat till 9:30. Don't, I've noticed even if I eat one meal a day and then I have a little snack after like 9 o'clock or at 9 o'clock, I will notice that I gain weight the next day. So there's something to not eating like about 4 hours before you go to sleep.
I've not heard this. If you want to lose in it, I know fish. I know a lot of the. Gotta be careful of your seafood intake. I've not heard pop has mercury in it.
Oh, everything has mercury now. Lead, mercury, you name it.
Again, I'll say this again. Just another disclaimer, guys. There's a lot of good people out there. Oh, I should have put links in there. I like Thomas DeLauer for diet. I like Dr. Ken Berry.
That's Dr. Berg.
Dr. Berg. I've not watched any of his stuff, but I'm trying some of his product.
You know why
Blake turned me on to.
You know why I like his videos? Because they're like 5 minutes. Everyone else, all these other guys have 20, 25 minutes. You have to slog through it. I like the 5-minute videos that Dr. Berg does.
Gerard, you're apologizing for just subbing, brother. Do not apologize. That's awesome. Thank you very much. From Ireland. I have a Jamaican accent I can do. I can't do an Irish one. And he's unsub. Thanks.
Top of the morning to you, Gerard.
But guys, Blake and I, we were doing word of mouth as we're that age. We were pre-internet, man. And then as the internet has come up, my God, the amount of knowledge that has come out that we've learned, that this shit that we could have used as a young men, if we'd had this knowledge right here. There's a lot of good resources out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can make your own soda. I recommend making your own soda. Stevia drops, get some lemons and limes, squeeze that in a glass with some seltzer or sparkling water, and you should be drinking that instead of Sprite.
Pop is poison, man. Kirby's looking for something, so Kirby, take some notes there. If you can make your own pop. Now, this is my advice. When I break my fast, I'm doing Gorilla Mind or I'm doing a Bang. That's my vice is energy drinks.
Yeah, there's some stuff about energy drinks that aren't supposed to be great for you, but you could do your research.
That's the whole thing, man. I will. Call me a hypocrite too. There's only so much I'm willing to die down. Now, right before DFW, however, I might dial it in just a little bit more. And that said, by the way, I would recommend finding a calorie counter. I don't care if you think cool. Do it at least once, but then track your macros, track your calories that you're taking that day. One of my things, Blake, when I switched to a keto was I was like, I was so tired all the time. And I'm like, man, I've got, I thought I had enough fat. I did not have enough fat. I was running about like 800 calories and still trying to work out. And my God, I was wiped out.
That's why if you start the intermittent fasting and you can go for like 3 months and everything's going well, you can do what's called OMAD, where you can do one meal in the middle of the day or like early evening and double that meal. Just like if you eat a steak, like make 4 eggs too, have a salad, have vegetables, have a whole avocado in that salad, get get a bunch of calories in one meal. You can do it, and it's easy to do. And you won't be hungry leading up to that meal. You won't be hungry, and you won't be hungry after that meal if you have another 7 hours of the day after you've eaten the meal. So,
and that said, headcanon right here with doctors love to help you manage diabetes. Ken Berry talks about Dr. Ken Berry. I can't shout out enough. He, again, about this, I think he's 50. I think he's our age. He was taught the same thing. Medical school, they're still teaching you the fucking old food pyramid, man. He was like, drink milk. I mean, when we were, playing football back in the day in high school, do this, eat, basically dirty bulking. But yeah, drink milk. Our milk, by the way, is full of sugar in America. But then you start doing the research and find out, oh man, this is terrible. They're teaching doctors this shit.
Yeah,
we know more about it than a lot of doctors. However, see your doctor.
If you come in for diabetes, they'll just put you on some diabetes medication like metformin. They won't say stop eating sugar. None of them will really say that. It's crazy.
Yeah, that to me, I literally had a doctor tell me to stop working out. And that's a whole conversation because that's some crazy ass shit. I was telling Gaines about that. Yeah, Frankie's talking about if he fasts, just stick with water. Should you stay away from Mio? I can't remember what's Mio used for their sweetener. I can't remember. Was it erythritol? Yeah, read the ingredients, Frankie, on that Mio is what I would do. I think it's erythritol on that, but I can't.
Do you drink coffee, Frankie?
But yeah, it's finding something that's challenging because drinking water, I'll say right now, just water fucking sucks.
I don't like water. I have to put something in it. Like I make the soda. I make my own soda there with lemons and limes and stevia and yeah. Oh, here we go. Casper and Blink Tarpley. That's right.
Blink Tarpley was one of the funniest damn things I'd heard during that fucking ninja stream. My God.
Actually, you guys are making fun of me, but I was born.
Do you have a blinking disorder?
I was going to say I was born without the ability to blink, and I did, and I blinked while I was trying to say it. So,
well, it's on and off. It's either all of it at once or nothing, right? You don't have a normal blinking routine.
Yeah, I'm just like, I thought I'd switch it up.
Dr. Jerk.
Switch up the blinking.
By the way, guys, you don't know this part. When I went and visited Jerk, right, for ZoloCon, this man and his wife, especially Mrs. Jerk, know their shit when it comes to like diet, and not just diet, but like supplements and medications, like sauna, red light therapy. I mean, it was, I had some great conversations with Jerk and Mrs. Jerk while I was down there. Yeah, Jerk fasting is the way. Yeah, again, everybody's different, but try some shit.
Let's move on a little bit.
Yep.
It's your show.
Hey, no, you're good, buddy. It's 6:34. Let's keep going.
So one of the things I was going to say is stop eating major carbs. Just stop the pasta, stop the rice, stop the potatoes. Maybe eat more, like to supplement those things. Because if you don't eat, like if you have Chinese food with rice, I would throw the rice away, and then maybe get something else. And
you get a burger, throw away the bun.
More of something else. Fry 3 eggs or eat an avocado. Not with the Chinese food, maybe, but get 2 servings of it and eat a serving and a half, but throw the rice away.
Yeah.
So stop the major carbs. Just the bread. No more bread at Olive Garden. No more pasta.
Unless you want to do your cheat meal, right?
Just don't go to Olive Garden. But no more bread. No more pasta, no more rice, no more potatoes. Sorry, Laser.
Oh, no, that was the roughest thing before I went keto and tried the keto diet. I'm like, I can't give up on my pasta and my bread. Guys, I will tell you this. Once I went through, now it was a month for me, that it wasn't a keto flu. It was just a rough adjusting mentally to get there.
It's hard at first because now I can eat bread, but I'll eat it maybe once a month at a really nice restaurant with that good butter. I'll have a piece of that. Yeah.
But that was the whole thing. That was real rough for me. But I'll say this, guys, when I finally did it, I didn't realize how bad I felt until I started feeling good, because the human body's fucking amazing. You just get used to feeling bad. My energy levels fucking changed. I couldn't work out because I was so fucking tired. Well, guess what? Now I had all kinds of energy. I went to work. I had energy. Come home, energy.
Is that because you purged the sugar finally?
All those carbs, man. And I was hungry all day since I was a kid because that was the diet. Well, once I was like, how can I do that? I'm hungry all the time. Carbs make you hungry.
And that's also not normal. Like this whole eating 3 times a day is just not, we never used to do that as humans. Like evolutionarily, we used to eat maybe once a day, maybe 3 times a week. That was kind of it. Once a day or twice a day. Or else you're spiking your insulin all day long.
Yeah, Nico kind of talks about that. What you mentioned earlier about, dementia, sugar, dementia type 3 diabetes. Again, look this stuff up, guys.
And then research. The more you eat sugar all day long, you're going to get insulin sensitivity. You're going to get insulin. What did I say there? Insulin resistance. Where your insulin just will say, go on permanent vacation and go, we're not helping you anymore. Sorry. And then that's when you start losing toes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So here, we'll keep going here.
Mm-hmm. And the withdrawing from sugar is probably the hardest. It's the hardest thing, but it's so good once you've done it. And once, like, let's say you withdraw the sugar and you don't eat sugar for 3 or 6 months. When you go back and I'm not saying don't ever eat sugar again, but now I can eat something. I can eat ice cream once a month. And when I do, it's like 4 times, it's like 5 times sweeter. It's sometimes you just don't want to finish it anymore. You're like, oh, that's nasty. Your
taste buds will change.
Taste buds and your body and will go, what is this stuff?
I had, when I was fasting, doing my intermittent fasting, going hardly any sugar at all, they screwed up my barbecue that I was getting, and they gave me baked beans. I'm like, I'll just have a spoonful. That's my carbs for today. And it tasted like candy yams because my taste buds now could taste all that sugar.
Yeah, when I eat blackberries or an apple,
and yes, we're fasting. It tastes
like I'm eating a piece of cake. And Impossible Pie, I just came off a 2-day fast. I didn't eat yesterday or the day before.
James Lucas, I fucking hate coffee. I made myself drink coffee. I tried a whole bunch of different coffees. I found a Black Rifle Silencer Smooth worked for me, and stevia.
Maybe you can eat those mushroom coffees or those mud coffees. But I feel like those have calories in them. But if you don't have to have coffee in the morning, then don't drink it. Just drink water, maybe tea.
Maybe. I want to read more about seed oils, by the way, but there's a whole bunch of rabbit holes we can go down. And we talked about the cheat meal. I would do a once a week kind of cheat meal.
Yeah. In the first 3 months, do a cheat meal, something to look forward to, something to reward you with while you're being good to your body for the entire week. And on whether it's Saturday or Sunday, eat some pizza, eat some ice cream, just not all day though.
No.
Yeah.
And we talked about this in the history already. I mean, yeah, man, this is not how we were designed to work, man.
Yeah, these food companies, these lobbyists, these for food and pharma, they do not like you. They do not like the public.
It's a product. They're selling a product. That's how this shit works.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, man, guys, I get it with coffee. I didn't start drinking coffee until I was 46, 48 years old, I want to say, when I started doing it. And I fucking hated coffee, but I found some shit I could tolerate. If you can't do it, don't do water, and then do, like Blake said, make your own soda.
And Frankie, we can talk after the show. And if, like, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I've been doing this for years now.
Yeah.
I can hopefully help you out if you want. Would love to do that.
I'd like to see the legal definition of experts, because I think we are. Because if I talk to a doctor and I know more than they do, I'm thinking I'm an expert.
Right. Yeah.
And by the way, this shit changes too, right? And your results may vary. Man, I've had people go, I can't lose weight. I've done it. I'm at a calorie deficit and I can't lose weight. Dude, track your shit. What are you eating? You're doing something wrong.
You're eating that box of cookies and you're not telling anybody about it.
My favorite was this little, there was a Latina, and she couldn't lose weight. And they put cameras set up. And when she's cooking a meal for everybody, taste test. They're like, you had over 3,000 calories of all that, everything that you've been doing throughout the whole day. You're at 3,000 calories because I'm just taking a sip. Well, yeah, every time. And I know you're taste testing it, but that's what you're doing.
And I have
calories.
Yeah. And I kind of created these tiers. There's about 6 tiers of like food and health, where it's like the worst is like you're eating fast food all the time. The next one, you're eating packaged foods like that chicken from that rotisserie chicken and packaged food from the grocery store. And then you're cooking, and then you're buying organic food and cooking. So I have sort of these tiers in my head that I didn't list here.
Yeah.
For like things that I think a lot of people do, and I have the luxury of making my own lunch every day because I work from home. But I get
meal prep is a big thing. I mean, my wife, God bless her.
Yeah, I get how it's hard when you're like at the office or you're away from home and you're like, well, what's near me? McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. So
yep.
But if you can do it, learn to cook. 3 good meals, or get a cookbook that's like that 30 minutes or less cookbook, and like go to the bookstore and like read the index and go, I like 6 of these things. I would totally make these. Go buy that book and learn how to cook. Just do it. And learn how to make eggs 3 different ways. Learn how to make a steak. Learn how to make fish if you like fish.
Well, that's what sold me on carnivore, and keto initially was to at least try carnivore. Was, keto is, hey, you can have all the bacon you want. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? I can do that. Hamburger, I love hamburger. So, I mean, for me, doing a keto diet and doing a lot of meat, that was easy. And when people think it's expensive, I started saving money because of like McDonald's, Taco Bell. I was eating Taco Bell breakfast, lunch, dinner. I was snacking. That one meal a day that Blake gets to do 6 months later, my cost went down on my food because I'm not eating as much. And I'm eating better quality food too on top of that.
Yeah. So you're in a deficit. You're constantly you want to sort of constantly be in a slight deficit at least.
Yeah.
But you want to satisfy yourself. You shouldn't be, if you can do this for like the first 3 months, after that, it's gravy. It's easy to do.
The challenge
your body gets used to
everybody to at least get started with it. When you do it and you're like, okay, I've done moderation. Now I'm doing Blake. I'm going hard in. I'm going to do it. Do it for 30 days. You can do anything for 30 days. Give it 30 days. Then do another 30. See if you can do another 30. See how you feel after that. That's the challenge I would have you do for yourselves. Just put yourself a challenge. Go, I'm a gigantic wimp if I don't do this, right? You are the master of your own destiny. You have to, again, don't be a pussy. Blake said it, man. Suck it up. Just do it. And once you get through the hard part, shit gets easy. It really does.
And that happened to me. I was good for like 30 days. And then I just went nuts. I went to the store and I bought like 4 pints of ice cream. And I think I ate 3 of those pints of ice cream in one night. And I got like a sugar headache. And then after that, I was good. I started using the stevia more. And yeah, so I relapsed. And then
I've fallen down several times, guys. You got to pick yourselves back up again. That's it. I will fall off the wagon again. I'm just putting it off as long as I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap things up.
Man, that's right.
I know, man. Where'd you go? We had fun too, though. I liked it.
It was.
Because yeah, we'll get into stretching later. This is what I think our next segment should be. If we'll do it live here. I'd like to do. You got your diet. You guys have started it. By the way, again, this is first. You are what you eat. The whole body's a temple thing is fuck all that. It's true, but also you are what you eat. Whatever you're putting in your body, that's what your body uses for the building blocks, man. Mm-hmm. Get that down. You'll want to work out. You'll have the energy to go do that. I think we go into a basic, like a workout program is what I think we should do next for our next set.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Walking, stretching, and some basic lifting heavy things. After
compound movements. I think we do a basic kind of, what to do to get started, to get you not even at the gym yet, but what you can do. We'll do it pre-gym. What can you do before you go and start hitting the gym?
Perfect. Yeah. And this stage here today is, if you're a big guy, if you happen to be a big guy, get the weight down. Don't worry about the gym. Go out and walk more, 3 to 4 times a day. Go out and walk.
Swimming. If you've got a lot of, like, I've got a lot of friends that were over 400 pounds. They started doing water aerobics to get those, get that weight off their joints, to start getting those calories and start doing that. So there are things you can do if you've got bad knees, you've got bad joints, you can't walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Get your calories down first. Get your weight down first. That's the biggest component.
Yep. Yeah. 100%. Guys, go check out Mega Powers, Yojo Jerk. Right after this, we need to get Blake onto Mega Powers and have some fun too. Jerk said that's coming. Your Master Son popped in last second over here. Master Son, if things work out, I'm gonna have Master Son, I believe, next Monday, but I'm gonna get with him. We're gonna get a time nailed down.
Sorry, did I say walk 3 or 4 times a day? I meant 3 or 4 times a week. If I said that wrong.
Or take the stairs instead of the elevator too, right? The basic shit. Just walk more. Mm-hmm. Do that. Parking, by the way, here's another one. You drive, park out in the fucking furthest part of the fucking parking lot.
Yeah, like Wally World.
And then walk to the store.
Isn't that
Wally World?
Wally World?
Yeah. Go if you're going
first one's out, something like that.
Yeah. Do every little things like that add up to where you're getting your steps in. And they had a lot of studies here last 2 years. I mean, it's been recent about how much walking will help you lose weight. Blake, what else do you want to close off before we go out besides your championship?
I can't wait to take this tape off my fingers. I'm gonna parrot what Laser Pants said. In the words of Laser Pants, what the fuck am I doing with this bullshit? Look at this stupid. Glad my grandfather's not here to see this. Stupid. What the hell am I doing?
I was going to close it off that, but I'm not. I'm going to go more positive. Blake, thank you for coming on and doing this again, man. We're going to keep doing it. I like this little series we got going on.
Anytime, man. Anytime. It was great.
And really obviously you need to take your own advice, because I don't think you're ready for DFW, man. I just don't think you are.
I know.
Guys, I'll work on contrast and post show. You can actually see his muscles. I'll help him out.
Yo, man, why you gotta do me like that? Articulated Ninja signing out.
Blake, I'll hit you up after all the shenanigans are over, and we'll start planning and plotting our next one.
Sounds good, man. I love
Chat,
it.
Thank you. Hop over to Mega Powers, check that shit out. Blake, should they be following you on Instagram? Probably.
Yeah, they can. Absolutely.
I've got it in the description below. Check this man out. I have a feeling you might be seeing more of Blake. It's kind of my feeling.
Yeah, I want to be more of a mod on other shows and come on if they want me. Yeah, let's do it. And I want to. Then that guy Jersey Mike, is it Jersey Mike?
Jersey Mike.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mania.
On a show with that guy.
All right, we're out of here.
All right.
All right, guys. See you. Peace.